Our demographics are only 100% male.
Hunt them down and cancel their
Wait,
tickets.
I did that.
And
Gig worthy. I'm hot in this.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking.
Your podcast, you keep me up all night. Welcome to the Mad For It podcast, the Road to Wembley 2025 with the boys, Josh, Tom, and Adam. And we're here again, another week.
We're back again.
Here we are.
What is going on here?
This is my new Berghaus Liam Gallagher sponsorship. He got one, so I got one.
How did you get hold of one?
Well, they just send them out. You know, it's really cool. They just send them to people that are interested, and obviously the Mad For It podcast comes out every week, and they gave me one, and I think it fits pretty well. You know, it's got everything. It's got the kind of little kind of thing going on. This is the Torpo jacket. Does anyone know what this retails for online?
I don't know.
Well, I think a bag for life's about 30p, isn't it? So
that's correct. But actually, what do you think the whole thing would cost if you were just, you know, an everyday consumer?
What you paid or what others paid?
No, it'd be $5,000 if I paid for it. Take a guess.
I'm guessing it's a £349 jacket.
Adam?
300 quid.
400 quid.
400 quid.
There's 3 different colours and they're all sold out thanks to Liam's sponsorship. That's the hot news of the week. So, yeah, I got mine. Fits pretty well. I think I'm ready for kind of anything that comes my way, basically.
I mean, I wanted one. When I saw it, I was like, I had no interest in getting one of those jackets. And I saw Liam. Look at that. Have a spin. Show the hair to the fox. Show the dogs the fox. Show the hair to the cat.
Good luck editing all this crispy crunchiness out.
Listen to that.
There we are.
It's wonderful. So
I'll keep
little by little, folks. That's all we can say about that. But yeah, so that's good. Anyway, this is actually, we're filming this post-Halloween, one day after Halloween. So that would have been a great idea.
It would have been a great idea. And this was ready for Halloween, but, you know, just walking around scaring my wife in it, it's not the same. Yeah, you really have to. There's a lot of layers to this.
A lot of layers to the joke.
Yeah, so fans like us really get this straight away. It's obvious, you know.
Oh, here's one thing. The other day, right? Not even the other day, yesterday, I was going for a walk. I was just off work. So I went for a walk in the graveyard, like behind my house. Mm-hmm. And there was a bloke there. And he's like crouched behind like a grave. And I was like, I said, morning. And he went, no, I'm having a shit.
Beautiful. East London. Nothing like it.
Yeah.
I thought you meant morning as in like morning.
Yeah, that's the joke. Yeah. You got the joke. Yeah. For anyone who didn't know, morning, like good morning. No, actually, like crying. No, he's having a shit. He's having a shit.
Excellent.
This is a true story.
It's not. Yeah. That isn't real. My dad said the same thing to me once. Yeah, I saw that on the back of a penguin.
Yeah, sure. Someone's taking a shit. Yeah.
So post-Halloween, what are the horrors that Oasis have left for us in the wake of Halloween?
Ticketmaster, at it again.
Oh, mate, don't start.
At it again.
Fuming. Absolutely fuming. Can you believe it that, you know, like we said, like, American people get to get tickets for regular price, no down pricing, Australian, whatever, wherever else they go. And now the people that bought the tout tickets can get non-dynamically priced tickets. So technically, I think I'm the only person in the whole world that paid for a dynamically priced ticket. And I will continue to be, because I'm not going to get my money back. I should have spent $6,000 on a tout ticket and then paid $150 for it a week later.
So these like 50,000 tickets they're apparently cancelling. How can they cancel the ones that are pitch standing? Because you can't, like, if fair enough, you see it's like row 7, seats 22 and 23. They can cancel it.
The ticket's on there, because with these websites, you have to submit the ticket, add a number or something. So I guess they have some legal requirement that they can get the.
But if it's standing, how do you?
Because there's a number associated to the ticket.
Okay.
So they're looking at it like, oh, well, this is it, so we're going to cancel that order.
But actually, 50,000 doesn't sound like a lot of tickets. That was surely more than. I mean, how many tickets did they sell? If it's 90,000 a night,
yeah,
it's
like 1 million tickets.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
So 50,000 seems like maybe it's only the people that were really selling it for an extortionate amount or something. Like, what? How do you? Because surely more than half the tickets are on the tout websites.
Yeah, but I wonder, is that 50,000 that they've sold already on there, or is that just the 50,000 that have been posted on there?
It's 50,000 that are like
sold,
identified.
Right?
Yeah.
So they might not have been sold necessarily.
I mean, here's a controversial take. It's like shit for people who've spent a lot of money to try and get the ticket because they couldn't get it the first time round. But they did say that they were going to take measures against it. This isn't like it's come out of the blue. they were saying from day one that they were planning to cancel tickets that weren't sold
because of the backlash.
Yeah, on the official resellers that they'd set up with,
Right.
like Twixter and
Twickets.
what was
Twickets. Twickenham.
Those little Twixters. But yeah, like, so they said it was going to happen. It's like, it's shit for people who have now lost their money. I don't know if they'll get refunded, but there's going to be one person selling a ticket who, if it's a tout, fuck them. But if it's someone who just has to sell the ticket because they bought 2 tickets and they have a spare, they're going to lose out on the money that they spent on their ticket, 150 quid, 360.
Well, it's my understanding that they will be the people to get the opportunity, right? It unlocks that opportunity to buy it at a lower price. Yeah, essentially. It's like a single transaction. Yeah, well, that's what I've read. It's like, okay, we know you overpaid for this. We're going to punish the tout or whoever. Here's your secret code. If you still want it, you can buy it for. Because otherwise we could buy someone else's ticket and that would make them really unhappy. And it would just be even worse, surely, if 50,000 tickets went back on sale and we all got tickets for 150.
Yeah.
Then, for our family or who, people maybe that weren't like super on it when the time came.
I think they should get even more extreme with it. I'm going to say it now. Ticketmaster, find out, put a call out for people to rat their friends out who sold tickets they bought to other people, not on official websites, face to face. Hunt them down and cancel their tickets.
I did that.
I know you did. Cancel their tickets.
Cancel them all.
Yeah, like even only let one person. They bought 4 tickets.
Wait, how did you get your ticket then?
Only
Smartass?
one person could go in with 4 tickets. You can't give them to anyone else at this point because that's basically they didn't buy it through the website. They bought it off their mate.
Close the venue.
From their
just
mate.
Stop the whole gig, I think. Just
stop it.
Yeah, make it fair for everyone. No one goes.
Yeah, no one goes. Yeah. Just play it. Do it.
Stop
Get
the
them
tour.
on Jools Holland.
Get rid of this. Get rid of the tour.
Tear it down.
Scrap it.
Jools Holland for however many dates they're doing.
Jools Holland, but still in Wembley. Still in Wembley Stadium with no pundits.
Jools Holland does a round of like the whole stadium. Like if it's like he goes around the track on the outside, introducing Oasis for every song.
Now, Jools is down one end, and then the band are down the other, so he's got to walk
there and back
every
song, and he's playing piano at the arse end of Wembley.
Ruining every song. Like, Wonderwall on piano. Great.
Boogie Woogie Oasis. I'd be up for that.
Boogie Woogie should be stricken from the dictionary. It's ruined every song. But you were singing Squeeze earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, all right.
He
did one good thing in like 1979, and that's it. And the rest,
Squeeze are brilliant.
Yeah, but that's it. Like now he's just ruined everyone else's songs.
The king of Boogie Woogie. Mr. Boogie Woogie himself. Old Jools.
Yeah, don't stand for it, mate.
Holland pies. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's shit. Like hopefully people who will get their money back and then the touts will not get their money, I guess. But then there's innocent touts. There's innocent people who need to sell the ticket. Yeah, like...
Yeah, but that's not touting. If you sell it to your mate,
well,
that's different to putting it on a resale website.
Yeah,
you can give it back to... I'll put it on Twickets. I'll give it back to...
I put Paul McCartney tickets on Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is.
Paul McCartney tickets on Twickets.
Twickets. No, it's not the same, mate. Because I wasn't trying to charge $6,000 for it. I was just...
get face value.
My money back. Yeah,
it's annoying. Yeah, because it's like there should be a case of because do you put the price when you put them on, or do they?
No,
do they select the price?
No, I think it's something to do like an automated like general resale price.
Okay, so some people would have put up and it would have charged $6,000 for the ticket.
No, on the touts it would. You would set like on Viagogo you'd be like $40,000 for a ticket. Just do whatever you want.
So that's not decided by.
But Ticketmaster is like a kind of elevated resale.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's kind of more generous.
So you can sell your ticket for face value on these resale websites. Yeah, they're not deciding that your ticket is worth $6,000.
No.
You put it on what you want, and if you put it on like an official
never done
channel,
that
I've never sold tickets. No, I go to the gigs I buy tickets for.
Can I tell you a story about funny enough seeing Paul McCartney, which was many years ago now, and I was skint, and tickets even back then, this like 10 years ago now, were like £100 a ticket, and I was like, right, okay. It was in Liverpool. I was like, it's going to be sold out. I'm going to buy 4 tickets and sell 2 of them, and I'll make enough money off those 2 to fund the gig. Right? You would think Paul McCartney in Liverpool would be the hottest ticket in town.
Pretty much.
They sat there on the website, and it was getting to like 3 weeks before the gig, and there's me bricking it, thinking that I'm gonna lose the money. I'm gonna lose the money. Eventually, like accepted less than face value, lost money on them just to get them going, because I was so paranoid that I was going to lose all my money.
Right.
And it was like the most stressful few weeks of my entire life. And I was like, that is a moral lesson. Don't do that. And I would never, ever do that again. I would not recommend it. It was horrible.
I had the exact same thing this year. There was like Mitski tickets, and she played 2 dates, and me and my wife got tickets like for each other accidentally. So we had like all these tickets. And then selling them, the thing on Ticketmaster, it only unlocks like the transfer or the share button like 24 hours before or like 12 hours before. So this whole time I was like, I'm going to have to go to the gig with my phone to let this guy in. I didn't know how else to do it because I'd already sold the tickets, but I had no way of transferring them. And I had no idea that it would be like, 4 hours before doors, they give you a little button that comes up and says
that's
transfer.
why things like Ticketmaster love it, because then you have to basically put it back on Ticketmaster to avoid that. Yeah. And then they're creaming another lot of fees off. They're charging like an extra 30 quid in fees again. It's like they're getting money again for a ticket that was already sold.
Yeah, I had a thing. I bought tickets off StubHub to go see Metallica. Well, a couple of days before, I paid a lot of money. I paid like 180 quid to go. And they called me maybe the day before, the day of, and they were like, "Oh, we've made an error, and we don't have the tickets. We sold the tickets you bought to someone else." And I was like, "Well, I'm planning to meet some friends and go to this gig. What are you going to do?" And I had a couple calls with them, and they ended up refunding me my money, but then also giving me credit to the same amount. So they gave me my 180 quid back, and then 180 quid StubHub.
Well, that's
like credit.
That's decent.
Which is even better, because I think I confused them enough. I think I was playing a bit of a
mind game,
trickery with them.
Very sorcerous like that.
They ended up giving me my money back and that, and I was like,
so did you then spend that on Metallica tickets?
No,
at a higher price?
I went and got tickets for another gig and spent that money, and it was
all right. So the moral of the story is
it was good. It was a good enough experience for that. It was shit that I was planning to go to this, and because I had a friend who was coming down, and it would have been a nice thing to go see him because I don't see him often. But you know what?
There we are.
You live in Lem. It's like.
Have you ever bought a touted ticket like outside the venue? Yeah. That's like, which obviously you can't do now with like paper tickets.
I got a good one about that. So I got tickets to Pixies at Hammersmith 10 years ago, maybe. So we drove up from Pompey and we went and saw them, and they were seated tickets because that's all we could get at the time, like way back when we got the tickets. And we sat down and we watched 2 songs, and we were just like, we can't stay sat down. We can't watch this gig sitting down. So we went outside, brought tickets for standing, and went back in. That's like the most bananas, like double dipping for tickets for a gig.
You're already in the gig. And
you
still buying more tickets.
Yeah, I'll throw those away.
You knew what you wanted, though.
I did, but I didn't know until I was there. And I've never bought seating tickets before or since. And it was like, why would you sit down at Pixies? You know? Now I'm just like, I'm going to sit down. It's going to be nice. I don't have to move all night.
Rest your legs.
Yeah,
it's funny. I went to a gig. One of my mates works for people who do the O2 gigs and all that. We went and she got us staff tickets. And I was like, oh, great. Like staff, because I've got like resale tickets before and at the O2, they've got the American Express experience,
right.
Which is seating at the side. And it's a good view of the stage, and it's cool. And I thought, oh, that's going to be that. They'll probably put you there. It was literally so, like, almost side on with the stage. Like, I was so surprised. It was, like, nice enough for us to get the tickets and that. It was easy enough to get. But we paid the same price as everyone else to get them. But the seats weren't great. You'd think, like...
What was the experience like?
It was side on, like literally like...
So you had to sit side on, or you were facing?
So where we're sat looking there, the stage was just there. And like, so it was like really looking side on. The sound was fine, but it was like really like...
The sound didn't just go past you then?
No, they luckily the sound was okay, but it was like, oh, can't really see that. But I got tickets to see Arctic Monkeys on resale as well. And the tickets there were round the back of the stage, like where it curves round just on the edge where they stop.
In the round.
And we were looking behind Arctic Monkeys. I could see out. So it was like we were getting a stage view of it.
Weird.
But they had a speaker point right out, so the sound was good, but literally couldn't see anything, just the backs. You could see the drummer side on and then the backs of...
So would you recommend that experience?
It was a cool experience because that's where I witnessed the shirtless phenomenon of the Arctic Monkeys of like, first song, fully clothed audience within 2 songs, just white flesh everywhere. It was amazing. It was such a cool experience to see, and we got the tickets for relatively cheap as well. So it was, it was good. I mean, if you go to a gig, you've got to get standing. Like, if you can't stand, that's fine. Enough. But if you can stand, you must stand.
Yeah.
Please stand. That's it. Like, just do Fields. I'll be happy if Fields didn't sound so shit.
Yes.
Which is fair. You shouldn't have that much sound in nature. It's unethical.
It's unreal. Yeah.
But yeah, like just like Wembley. Like, imagine being at the back because everything's sold out, and you're up at the top at the back seeing Oasis. You're not seeing Oasis. You're hearing it.
Yeah, because I bet there's a delay in the sound as well.
There is. Like, I've been there, and you can hear like the reverb, like echo of the music behind you. So it's like a slapback. So it's like you hear that, and it's like,
if you are going to go and see Oasis next year, and you're going to sit in the back, do let us know.
Fuck you.
or
JK.
Or just let us know if you've experienced anything like that before. A little bit of interaction.
Enough about resale tickets. You got some tickets today for Manic Street Preachers, didn't you?
I did. They're doing 2 dates at Shepherd's Bush in April.
What a great venue to see them.
Amazing venue. I actually saw Paul Weller there in April this year. It was amazing. Like, seeing someone in that like more intimate, like old school venue is going to be wicked. So they're doing 2 dates. I got the Saturday.
Nice. So a smaller venue means smaller price, yeah?
Smaller. Well, you'd hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do hope so. How much did you pay?
This was £60 per ticket, and I brought 2 tickets. So I think
that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Let me say, I think that's pretty good. Well done. You've recovered from all your other ticket purchases.
Well, not emotionally, I haven't. That's going to take some therapy. But
your bank balance hasn't either. But
my inhale wasn't at the cost of what you spent. It's just the fact that that's the cost to go see a band at Shepherd's Bush, which is like a 1,000 plus venue. Yeah. And it's that much money now, and we're happy to pay 60 quid.
I think,
but I paid 14 quid to go see We Are Scientists at the Carling Academy in Birmingham back in 2007.
But that's Birmingham, that's 2007, that's We Are Scientists.
No, but that's it. That's the inflation of it. It's like I paid less money to see Kings of Leon in an arena that same year.
A loaf of bread used to be 5 pence.
Exactly. I know exactly. Like, but then that's the thing. So it's like the money's that you're going to go see a band that you like.
Love them.
They can play a bigger venue and charge the same amount. You could charge that at the O2 Arena, but they're charging it at Shepherd's Bush Empire.
Yeah, and
it could have been 40 quid. It could have been 35. It could have been 25. But they chose to charge 70 quid, and they would have charged 60, the same amount at Ali Pally. How much did you pay when you saw them this summer?
Great question. Probably 75.
75 quid. And that was with Suede also.
Yes.
And it was a bigger venue.
So it was before Suede, so we'd left when Suede came on.
Yeah, so it's not the venue that's causing the ticket price. It's the band choosing.
Band. Yeah. Well, I think afterwards.
The Manics?
This time around? Yeah. No idea. They haven't announced it yet.
Cast,
yeah. It will be every time.
Always Cast.
Yeah.
Special guest, Richie Manic.
He's
back.
Solo guitar.
They found him.
Yeah. They
found him.
I'm still holding out hope. I don't know. He'll be in India somewhere, just doing the Philippines
He's just
thing.
chilling out, isn't he?
Yeah, he'll be somewhere in Asia, just hanging out. Yeah.
What did he have carved in his hand? I'm not famous anymore.
For real.
For real. That was it. For real, Williams.
Steve Lamacq said, "You guys aren't for real," and he went outside and carved for real in his arm with a razor blade.
Oh, mate, imagine Steve Lamacq of all people saying
triggering you.
Well, you've met Steve Lamacq, haven't you?
Yeah, we have, and that's what he said to us when we met him, innit? It's like, you guys aren't real. And I was like, oh, fucking shit. But no. Yeah, we met him.
We went to watch football.
We went to watch
we
were in Colchester.
We went to Colchester against the mighty Hartlepool United, and we went to a pub afterwards. And he's a famous Colchester fan. Oh. He was sat over there having a friend of his birthday party. He came up to me. I was wearing my shirt. He was like, "I don't want to be at this birthday party." And so he came over and talked to us for about an hour about football. It was so long because he didn't want to go off to this birthday party with his mates.
Football.
He talked to you.
Yes.
I just sat there laughing at the fact that Steve Lamacq was sat across.
Have you got a picture of this?
No, of course not. He's a friend. I wouldn't.
Yeah. He came over and he was like, because Adam was wearing a Hartlepool t-shirt and he was like, started talking and he went, "Oh, you're right, Steve," like he fucking knew it.
Well, I do.
And yeah, I was just laughing. I had no input because I'm a fair weather fan and I don't like football because I like the song "She's Electric." And yeah, so they chatted for an hour. That was like great. And then it was like, oh, cool. And we thought we'd have another chance to rekindle later in the night because there was a band playing in there. And I went up and asked him if I could play drums. And in my head, I thought, Steve Lamacq will see me play drums tonight.
Wow.
Sign you up.
Did that all come together?
It came together, but it happened an hour and a half later. And I'd had 6 more pints. and had to go up and play Should I Stay or Should I Go with this band, and I couldn't hear anything. I was pissed. And it was to the point where the band members were looking around like, what the fuck are you doing? Like fucking it up so bad. It was so awful. I was sweating so bad. It was only to impress Steve Lamacq.
The worst thing about Steve Lamacq is I saw him again in a pub near the BBC in Soho, and he was there having a pint, working on his laptop. But I was like, oh, he looked like I'll come back to him later. But also I was like, should I go up and be like, do you remember 4 years ago you talked to me in a beer garden after Colchester Hartlepool? It was your friend's 50th birthday. But I didn't. I went outside. I thought I'll give him some time, and then when I went back in, he's gone. He disappeared. So my second chance, my chance of securing that friendship, disappeared.
You were thinking return of Lamacq. So obviously, I got my sweet fit today. I'm trying to dress like Liam, get into the Liam spirit. I see you've gone for a more Gwigsy approach.
Gwigsy core.
Yeah,
I've gone
Gwigsy
for
core. Yeah.
So I was literally the Oasis thing. The bug has taken hold. Like I said, I was a fan of Oasis before the announcement, but I don't think I'd listened to Oasis in ages. And then it came to it, and I'm mad for it. And I was like, I want a Parker. So I looked up at it, I was like, but I don't want to get my old German Parker. I did that. That's Josh from 2006.
Old news.
I want a new modern contemporary one. So I got one that looks like I'm fucking coaching Sunday football.
You look like a flasher.
It's very
what
flashy.
You look like when you're in that cemetery.
Can you do us a rip?
Yeah,
it's nice.
Can we see what's inside?
I can zip down.
Oh, it's a zip. I thought it was all poppers.
Yeah, zip there. But
it's good.
It's
nice.
fine.
Can you stand up and give us a?
I could stand up.
Yeah, look at that. It's a long boy as well. Love a long boy.
Yeah, you can imagine Brian Clough wearing this.
Yeah,
like it's fine. It'll do. I won't wear it.
Is it too hot? Is it too hot?
It's hot in here.
Yeah.
Is it gig worthy? I'm hot in this.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking. It's
great.
equally hot
For
in the equal coats.
November.
Yeah.
It's not great for sitting in here with the lights beaming at us.
Yeah.
No air conditioning. Nothing. Just three lads chatting. It's not the best.
Chatting shit.
But I mean, the drip's real. The drip's real.
Gwigsy core for life.
With
Hashtag
it.
Gwigsy core.
It's good. So go out, get a Parker, wear your Parker, look like Kevin and Perry. It's great.
Mad for it.
It's the look of this winter. It's the look of the summer. I'm gonna get some Clarks as well. I'm gonna get like a nice Ben Sherman shirt. I'm going for it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going for it. I didn't think that'd be me, but it's me. And it's like, am I too old to dress like that? No, I'm the perfect age to dress like this. Yeah, comfortable, looking like a Gallagher. I'm 32 years old.
There'll be you and 90,000 others.
Mate, I'm 36 this month and I'm dressed like this, so...
You shouldn't be, though. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's been kind of a little clickbait headline saying that it's going to be a military operation to keep Liam and Noel separated during his gigs to kind of keep them going.
Right.
Do you think that's real? Do you think that's hot air? Do you think this guy said it?
Absolutely.
In his massive tell-all,
Ian
what's
Robertson.
the story?
Yeah, he will jump out of an airplane to separate those guys, and he'll barrel roll under a car and do all that crazy RAF stuff.
I'm liking the idea that if they can't bear to even look at each other, there'll be like a divider down the stage, like Blind Date used to have, with like one person one side, one the other, and half the crowd can't see Noel and half the crowd can't see Liam because there's a huge divider down there.
It's a stage, separate stages.
Yeah.
And they'll just play their own solo stuff on each side of the
same
stage.
time.
Yeah. Pick a side, lads. The war is on. Yeah. Are you Team Liam or are you Team Noel?
I mean, I'm either or, but I like Liam Gallagher more. He's got a spirit. He's got spirit.
No, for me, he's a songwriter. He's a genius.
Yeah, but he's not the spirit.
He writes the spirit.
Yeah,
he is the creator of the spirit.
But Liam is a conduit of Noel, and the conduit is the thing. The conduit. Jesus Christ was a conduit of God.
What the fuck are you talking about? As you know, my current obsession is how many 90s and noughties bands are getting back together.
Absolutely.
And within the last couple of weeks, huge bands back. Primal Scream.
Huge.
Bush.
Bush are back. Again.
They're back.
They never left.
The Bushy Boys.
Did Primal Scream ever leave?
But they're back and bigger than ever. That's the
thing.
Right. Okay.
They're back and bigger than ever. That's it. Like Primal Scream, probably playing Screamadelica again. Some random ones though. Scissor Sisters.
Oh,
Primal Scream never went away though.
Yeah, but they're back. They're
They're
back. They're back
They're
and bigger.
back.
That's
They're
the
back.
point. They're back and they're bigger. And Macabees,
That's the big one.
the worst indie band ever.
the worst. Oh, okay. Define why you think that.
Because they're lame.
Okay. Josh, thoughts on Macabees?
I don't like. I've seen them live before, and I was very uninterested the whole time watching them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. It definitely appeals to people, but that era of that indie music wasn't kind of my thing.
Right.
But yeah, they seem to be the kind of the bigger ones of it was like Bombay Bicycle Club and them. They had a bit more to them, maybe.
Yeah, that's
than
true.
like someone like the Kooks or something. The Kooks were like a couple years. Razor like that generation slightly before, like a 2-year
2006.
difference.
Oh, but
Yeah.
like your Maccabees are like wet indie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Razor, like it's like harder indie. It's more rocky. Where this is sort of like wet
indie for
indie.
people who started like reading.
Yeah,
And stuff,
but it's funny you say Bombay Bicycle Club as well, because when I heard the Maccabees were back, I started humming one of their songs, and it was a Bombay Bicycle Club song, which tells you a lot.
Is that how the Maccabees sing, or is that Alt J?
Again, LJ, wet indie.
Yeah,
Indie. Well,
Indie.
I've got.
Dobby.
Yeah, I can't stand that.
A friend of mine once put tickets to go and see Two Door Cinema Club at Ali Pali.
They get a lot of shout outs on this show.
Got there.
Every episode.
Got there. It was actually Bombay Bicycle Club.
Oh.
He completely confused the two bands and really liked Two Door Cinema Club. Wasn't supposed to be Bombay Bicycle Club.
Wow.
Arrived at the gig. It was like, oh, yeah.
Interesting. Well, I think the reason I know
Don't say interesting, you cunt.
it was interesting.
Chop that.
Interesting.
Interesting. Let's move on.
All right. Well, Maccabees. Let me break them down for you. They are. We'll do it in Oasis terms. We all discussed, perhaps not on the podcast, that She's Electric is Oasis.
We can't say that.
Yeah.
We haven't mentioned
Why
that.
not? That's
Our demographics are only 100% male. No wonder.
how are we going to say that girls like it without?
How are you going to say it?
Well,
More
look,
like,
I've been in
lean
100.
into it.
All right. So.
Oh, fuck.
All right. That's what I'm trying to say.
That was your bit.
I think that's pretty good. I think
You
that's pretty
sexist pig.
interesting.
So Maccabees, this is an embarrassing story, all right, because it's lame as hell. The first time I ever heard Nirvana's Nevermind, I remember where I was because I knew the first 3 singles on that album because they're music videos, but I never heard the album. So Breed is the 4th song on that album, right? Starts with that drum roll, and then when it comes in, it's like, wow, and it just gives you that energy, and it's like massive. I felt the same about indie when I heard the Maccabees X-Ray. I remember where I was, and I remember like, whoa, X-Ray.
Where were you?
I was sitting on the floor in my Southsea flat on Albert Road.
Crying.
No, it wasn't a sad song. It's got all this energy, the drums, this hi-hat thing. And that's basically what I remember about the Maccabees. Yeah.
Is that the one with Gavin from Gavin and Stacey in the music video?
I don't know. I never saw that bit.
Because I remember like seeing that association and being like, this isn't a band for me. The fact that this guy, what was he called? Not Pete Tong. Matt
Horn.
Matt Horn, that was it.
The worst actor in the world.
Yeah. Oh gosh. But yeah, like I remember him being in a music video and liking them, and I was like, I don't like this band even more that he likes them.
How many people at the Oasis gig are going to be dressed in Matt Horn core?
Well, Matt Horn's going to be there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be there.
But that like Burberry jacket or the what's
the zip through.
the zip
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's not Burberry though, is it? It's
It's-
the Harrington.
And yeah, there's going to be
No,
there.
God.
He'll be there.
But
then.
it's like Fred Perry, aren't they? They're like they're
That's it.
thinner than
Yeah.
proper Harrington.
Yeah, they'll be there. I wonder if there will be any celebrities out in the crowd with like
100%.
old Manfred Mann from Mumford and Sons. What's he called?
Marcus
Billy.
Mumford.
That's it. Yeah,
Mr. Mumford.
wasn't that far off. But
John Mumford.
he was at the last Macabees gig
Right.
in the mosh pit at Ali Pali. There was like videos of him just in the mosh pit, at the
like
front.
in a waistcoat.
yeah,
With a little
he
pocket watch.
Yeah, he's fucking.
Soaring a log.
His winkle pickers were
yeah.
like falling off. He's like, I've lost my shoe. The tailor made.
200 quid them.
What does
Yeah.
the mosh pit at the Maccabees look like? Really genteel,
Yeah.
sort of. Oh,
His
sorry.
wife, Carrie Mulligan, was stood at the side holding his coat. He was like, his wallet and his keys. But yeah, so we might see someone out there in the crowd like,
Yeah.
oh
All
my
right.
God, look, it's Super Hands.
Oh yeah, that'd be the one.
He'd be there, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I think we will. I think
Yeah.
we will.
Think we'll get lucky?
Barry from EastEnders.
Oh, mega. Well, they'd all be seated. We've got to get some. It's got to be a younger, more agile celeb.
More virile crowd.
Yeah, who
like
have we got? Who's
Blossoms. Blossoms.
The band.
I'm just really upset watching it.
It's
That
we
could
should
have
be
been
up
our
there.
slot.
Yeah.
Fuck you, cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's your lot for this episode of Mad For It Podcast. Be sure to follow us on social media and like and subscribe on YouTube. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Maybe this is a good way to go down.
I'm going to slag off the band the entire podcast.
I think you're just slagging off the,
How dare you? Nothing but slagging these boys off.